my God, you are my first guest here. Thank you for joining. Let me know if you can hear me. My name is Deyo. Deyo Goodness. I am a registered nurse currently practicing here in the UK. And I'm so happy to be here hosting this wonderful show. We've not started, but we're going to start in a jiffy. All I wanted to say is let me know if you can hear me or you can see me as well. I'm just going to make sure everything is set up correctly, okay? And we can start. And let me tweet. I say tweet. I'm live now, guys. Join in. Who are you to judge me? I'm so happy to be live. I feel like I don't come live here often. But guys, I'm grateful. Share, copy link. How are you all doing? Bringing the vibes. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know and tell me where you're watching me from and hopefully what you hope to achieve today. And please do me a favor by hitting the like button. And also, if you are not too busy, can you share this video also with your friends so that they can join? You don't want to move to Ireland alone, do you? Hi, Kathleen. Oh, I can see you. Can you hear me as well? Thank you all for joining. It means a lot to me. Loud and clear, watching from Zambia. Zambia. Right. Let me see if everything is okay now. Watching from the is that the US flag? Liberia flag and US flag always confuse me. I promise you. Those two flags, they are too similar. Kenya, Stephen, I know Kenya. When I see one, I know. Just drop your flag. Let me be guessing your flags. I know Kenya flag when I see it because I've been to Kenya, so at least I know that one. Guys, I'm just setting up and then we'll start, okay? And just getting to know you all. Let me know where you're watching from and hopefully Ireland. That is no, is it Ireland or Cotonou? Is it Cotonou flag or Ireland? This one looks like Ireland or Benin Republic. One of them, Sha. I know it's Sha, Ireland or Ghana. Come on. Why would if I miss Ghana, you people's jollof will be better than mine. If I miss Ghana's flag, yeah, that's Ireland. I know Ireland and either Benin Republic, their flag, they're almost similar. But there's no way I'll miss Ghana. After all our jollof rice fight, if I miss it, then people win us in jollof fight. So I can't miss Ghana. Tobago, guys, thank you for joining. It means a lot to me. How are you all doing? Thank you for joining my live stream. Today we're going to be talking about all things Ireland. So the last time I've talked about how to go to Ireland as a registered nurse. I've also talked about how to move to the UK as a healthcare assistant. But today I'm bringing you how to move to Ireland, Republic of Ireland. So most time people miss these two. Some of them think Ireland is same in the UK. So Ireland, Republic of Ireland is different from the Northern Ireland here in the UK. So yeah, it's not the same. Watching from behind Mount Paula, thank you for joining my live stream. I am doing okay. So we're going to be talking about how anyone, anywhere, literally, even if you don't have healthcare background, you can literally move to Ireland as a healthcare assistant. Okay, so all I want you to do, we are currently 71 watching this live stream. Kindly share this video, please, and let other people know we started. So we'll start in the next 2 minutes, I promise. My guest is here already, but I want us to be a bit more ready so that nobody will come and ask something. Oh, Nigeria! If I don't know my country's flag, Haba. Representing all the way from the motherland. Was. I know if you know what I'm imitating. I love that. Dubai, no, not Dubai, UAE, that's UAE's flag. Guyana. Can people from, yes, everyone, my love, everyone can apply for this opportunity. Everyone. Nurse, do you ask for today? Grant me opportunity to get in touch with you. Yeah, I'm here. You can chat with me here. I'm here. That's why I do live streams like this, because I only have 24 hours like you. Okay, I think we are enough. 100 of us here. Let's start. My guest is here.
Hello.
Hi!
Hi.
Did you share this link? A lot of people are requesting to join. Did you share the link I sent to you? Can you hear me? Nos Momo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Did you share the link I sent?
Yeah, I did.
A lot of people are requesting to join as a guest.
Oh.
So please, I think you need to let them know, otherwise they will not be able to watch this live stream.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Do you
Okay, I
understand?
was
So
not
the
supposed
link is
to.
just for you to
Yeah,
join,
yeah,
but
yeah.
they are
For me to
requesting
join.
because I
Yeah, I
can
think I made
see
a
a
mistake.
lot of them. Oh my god, I'm
Oh,
so
shoot,
sorry.
shoot.
So just let them know,
I think
just
I
so.
get. Yeah. 1 minute. Maybe you
No,
can
that's
just put
fine.
a comment at the comment section. Yeah, yeah. I was actually
Just
asking
let
for the
them know.
one that I can equally share with my subscribers as well. I thought I
Yeah.
got it wrong. Yeah. Oh
You can
shoot.
just, yeah, you can just share it from my page that we are live, because otherwise they will be
Yeah.
waiting to join and they can't
Yeah.
join.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry guys, I got it mixed up. That's when you are all excited and all that
I
about
know.
having a video with Let's Do. Then you are all, I've shared it on my page now. So guys, you can actually join for my page. Let me just delete this one. I think that was a mistake.
That's fine, love.
That's grand. Let me delete that. Then I think on my YouTube, actually, I also put it on my YouTube, my community as well. So
You put
that's
the
good.
link as well. I didn't see it. If now I would have told you. I'm so sorry. I should
Yeah.
have told
I'll
you that
actually
it's just
ask
for
for
you.
the one for my viewers. Oh, okay. Let me just edit this.
Hi,
So sorry,
Maria
guys.
Joseph.
Forgive us.
Hope you get to see this. I love you. Thank you for watching me all the time. From your husband.
Thank you, darling.
Gambia.
Yeah, I think I've even on Facebook. Oh, okay. Guys, forgive us. We'll just try and do this fast so that we
It's
can.
fine.
Yeah. Uh,
She's a Ghanaian. She's a proper Ghanaian. After this live stream, we are going to talk which jollof. Which
it's
jollof.
definitely Ghanaian jollof. You know that.
See, if you know the way I used to fight with my
No, no
Ghanaians at
argument.
work, every time I say, if I see them eat, I say, I beg our Nigerian jollof is better. They used to be say, Dio, please, we are tired of you. Go, go, go. Because anytime I meet them, I say, do you agree that Ghana, that Nigerian jollof is better?
It's a lie. It's always Ghana jollof. It's the best.
I beg you, Senegalese. Rest. Oh, no, but really, I love Ghanaians. Because they always understand my joke, It's not everybody
Yeah,
that understand when you
yeah.
joke with them.
I know we
So I
vibe
love
a lot. I
Ghanaians.
know that Ghanaian and Nigerians, Zimbabweans. I love Zimbabweans too a lot. Like we
Yeah,
are
Zim.
yeah, Asian people, South
Guys,
Africans.
please share the video so that others can benefit. This is like a lifetime opportunity. So,
Yeah, I'm sharing. I think I've made all the changes now. Yeah, so that's good to go.
okay, so let's start
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
So, hey everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Deo. I'm a registered nurse currently practicing here in the UK. And today I bring you good tidings, as always, of course. Today we are going to be talking about how anyone literally can move to the Republic of Ireland as a healthcare assistant, okay?
yeah,
So after this live stream, you have the opportunity to ask all your questions. You have all the opportunity to get your answers reply to you directly. All I ask is, if you cannot ask any question right now, please, just so we don't deviate from the actual reason why we are here, then at the end of the live stream we can then reply all your questions, just to
yeah.
maintain some level of equanimity, if I say that right. Okay, so I'll let my guest introduce herself. So Nurse Momo, can we meet you, please?
Thank you, my dear Nastiu. It's a pleasure. Actually, I have to share something. I tried to get in touch with this lady
Oh,
for almost
stop
a
now.
month, and I wasn't. She's too busy, and it's a privilege. It's a very big privilege to have you,
Oh no,
host
it's
me
not.
today. And so I'm really happy. I should have actually
Thank
delayed for like 1 hour before coming on.
Ah, Oh no,
Thank you.
thank you for
Yeah,
coming.
very. You have a very beautiful soul, and you're a good sister, very supportive, and I
Thank you
really
so
appreciate
much.
you. Yeah, doing
Thank
so
you.
well. You're doing so well. Okay, you guys. So my name is my original name is Lucinda Momo Sapon. But for the purpose of YouTube, I use the name Nurse Momo. So please check my YouTube channel, Nurse Momo. And go to TikTok. I'm also there also as well, and on Facebook and on Instagram. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a registered psychiatric nurse in Ireland. I've practiced in Ghana, and then finally I'm in Ireland practicing. I've been
Hmm.
here for almost a year. I think this month on the 11th, I'll be exactly 1 year being in Ireland. And I love it so far. Ireland is a very beautiful place, very accommodating. Um, Everything about Ireland is so cool, if I'll say that. Yeah. So that's me. That's your lady. Thank you,
That's
Nasir.
good. Okay, so we've been hearing a lot about Ireland recruiting HCAs to from Africa to Ireland. So can you just tell us what are the basic requirements anyone would need to secure a job in Ireland as a healthcare assistant?
Okay, thank you. When it comes to healthcare assistance in Ireland, I just want to make this clear. It's not as popular as the UK, okay, where you have the job opportunity vacancies being posted all over the internet saying that we want people from overseas, okay. I think that's the difference with Ireland and then the UK. UK, it's more visible, you can see it, and then you can easily apply. I just have to be very sincere and also very truthful in whatever information I'm going to give out here. And I just want to lay a disclaimer saying that whatever information I share on this live session is through experience shared by other people that also came in as healthcare assistants because I came in as a nurse. So it's more about whatever discussion I've had with them, you know. Yeah, so coming into Ireland, I just want to establish first and foremost that you don't need any English proficiency test, either the
Good.
IELTS or the OET. So that's a major difference from that of the UK because I know that the UK you will need that for your visa processing. Yeah, but in
Yes,
Ireland
that's
you are not
true.
required to have it, and that's one of the beautiful things when it comes to healthcare assistance. Because of that, I'm really praying that everything really goes changes, and then we can have more healthcare assistance from overseas. However, for you to actually proceed, you need to definitely apply to employers, okay? And then
Mm-hmm.
when you're doing that, you have to use either Indeed, sorry, LinkedIn or Indeed or Irish Jobs, but usually Irish Jobs and then LinkedIn. I love those places, those websites for job search. And then you have to actually check if there's anything called visa sponsorship, as we all know, before you can actually go after the offer. However, in some cases, it's not stated for overseas nurses or let's say opportunities. But we've had people that have equally applied to hospitals that actually advertise for jobs and then they finally landed a job. Okay. So I'll say that you need to get a very good CV. Okay, having a very good CV is not just about writing a whole lot of things in your CV, but trying to be precise and very make sure that your CV is very relevant. And then it also shows the kind of trainings that you have, and also your educational background, and also your work experience. At least you should be able to list those things very categorically. If you have the IELTS, fine, you can equally add it, but they won't need it. That's what I want people to know that. So when you have those things, I want to say that when it comes to the trainings, we have some trainings that as a healthcare assistant you should have. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we have infection prevention and control. We have the manual handling. We have I just listed a few just to
Mm-hmm.
make sure that I don't forget it. We have I'll say safeguarding for vulnerable adults, and we also have children's first. There is one called Fundamentals of GDPR. Okay. Later, I can send all to you. You can equally put at the comment section as well.
Yeah.
We have infection prevention control, manual handling, and then we have the basics of infection control and also hand hygiene, personal protective equipment. If you have these basic trainings, you can also inculcate that in your CV and let them know that, oh, I have all this, training. So
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be, it shows that I'm very serious and I really want this job. Okay, it doesn't mean that definitely because you have it, they are going to give you the job. But you showing that you've done this training online is equally important. And you know that, oh, okay, this lady is really up for this job. She really wants it, you know. So let's say you've been able to take your CV out there, you finally land yourself a job, an interview, definitely you also have to plan for the interview and make sure that you pass the interview, which is very important. Okay. Then after you've passed your interview, assuming you've passed your interview, then you are now going to receive what is the offer for you to check if this offer is good or it's not good. So the offer is just telling you, this is what we have for you. Do you think it's good? Are you able to accept it? Okay. Then if you think it's really good, then you can now go ahead to sign the contract. So that's the difference. So the contract is like a done deal. We've sealed it up, you know. Then after you've actually signed your contract, they are now going to send you some documentations, okay, which is going to be usually we call it gather vetting. It's like a police check, you know. So they're going to do some gather vetting where you also have to do a police clearance from your home country or any other country that you've stayed within the last 6 months to show that you don't have any kind of criminal records. And then you
Mm-hmm.
also proceed with that. When they are done with that, then they are now going to apply for your work permit. So with the work permit, we have the critical skill work permit and then the general work permit. So we as nurses, okay, and other professions, which I have already on my channel, we get the critical skill work permit, but that of the healthcare assistants, they get the general work permit. So your employer is now going to apply for a general work permit for you, and then you are going to use that together with other documents like your contract, your certificates, and all of that to apply for your visa. Okay, so when you get your visa, then you can come into Ireland as a healthcare assistant. So it's that simple, you know. It's not very complex process. It's just that landing a job is the most difficult part of the whole thing. Yeah.
So how about somebody that doesn't have all this training you've mentioned? Is there still like hope for the person, or somebody that doesn't have any idea about healthcare at all?
Usually, sincerely, I'll say that I've had people that came in, they haven't done this trainings. However, I'll say that we all know what is happening with this red list and all that. It's not, even UK, it's not very popular as it used to be, you know. At first, you just have people just applying for jobs. It was really easy for people to land a job, but now it's very difficult. So, per my own experience and a little bit of advice, I'll just kind of push people to have this training. You know, even if you don't even have a health background and you really wish to, it's a very good thing to do. But those that came in, I think last year, they didn't really go through all this training. They didn't do it. But later, after they had landed a job, they were asked to do those training. That's why now I'm saying, okay, job search is really difficult. So just try and get these trainings. And then when you have them, you can equally apply, you know, trying to be a little bit smart, you know, and then show your value a bit. I think it's a smart thing to do, if I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, as much as it's not compulsory, you have it, just to give you an edge. Like, if
Yeah.
somebody has those training and you apply for the same job with someone that doesn't have, they'll definitely take the person that has trainings more than you. So,
Yeah.
just to give you an edge, as much as it's not compulsory, it is
Yeah.
better for you to have it so that you stand a better chance of getting a job than someone that doesn't have. So
Yeah.
if somebody wants to do the job, the training, sorry, what websites can they go to get it? And is it free, or do they have to pay for it? Do you have an idea on how
Okay,
they
they
can
don't
get
have
the
to pay
training?
for it. It's usually on the HSC lands. So www.hsclands.ie, and then they can actually opt for the volunteer aspect because they'll ask you if you are working in Ireland or which hospital you are going to work with. So I think they can opt for the volunteer aspect and then they can do the trainings. You know,
Mm-hmm.
even I know that some of the trainings are even done at home. We have most of the countries, even in Ghana, we do infection and prevention control. So I'm sure that if they are able to do that, then
Mm-hmm.
definitely, you know, definitely at least you can also present that CPR is equally important. Most of the countries offer CPR training back home. So even if you don't even have that of the Irish standard, if you have those things at home, you can equally, you know, just add it to your CV as well. Yeah. And it
Okay.
should actually, at least the CV has to be short and then precise, and it shouldn't be like 4 pages and 5 pages. It makes it very
At
boring.
least two,
At least
two
two,
is
yes, at
okay.
least two. You know,
Yeah.
at least two. Then that's it. It's good to go. That's what I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if after getting all the trainings, if they've had, and we don't need any English language test, how would they then search for jobs? What website would they go to search for jobs? And you already mentioned that it's not as
Yeah.
easy as it used to be, or as
Yeah.
easy as the
Yeah.
UK, but what are the tips you would give them, and what websites would they look out for?
I think they should use www.irishjobs.ie. That
Mm-hmm.
is mainly for Irish jobs, you know, and then search for visa sponsored ACA jobs. That's what our advisor should look out for, even if you don't find them. And then you find other ones that says ACA jobs in Ireland. Some of them will state that we want nurses only or ACAs only in Ireland. It's stated categorically. However, seriously, you don't have to back out. Still go for it, because I've heard stories from different people on different channels saying that they had to send over 100 CVs before they were even
Mm.
able to land a job, even in the UK. You know, which
Of
we all
course,
know that UK is very popular.
I interviewed
Yeah,
someone that
yeah.
has given more than 100, I be 60.
Thank
It's
you.
like people go through a lot,
Yeah,
yeah, to get
people go
jobs.
through a lot, and that's what going for HCA jobs overseas. I'll say that you have to really persevere. You have to have a tough skin, because it's not just about just sending in one CV and then, pa, you get a job. Like, you should be, yes, you have to pray, but you should do more work. You have to persevere, keep sending. And then the way you even approach the employer is very important, because I have people sending me emails, and then I'm like, okay, I'm assuming this person is supposed to send an email to an employer. Definitely, I will not even respond to your email. It should be very professional. How you even approach the employer, how you go about your whole messaging, and then attach your CV. Those things are very, very important before you can. At least they look at all those things before they can even reply to you. So I'll say, going back to the question, I'll say that the Irish job is, I'll list that as number one. LinkedIn is also very good. You can equally search for jobs like that. Let the person know that I'm from this country. I have this number of years of experience. I have this qualification, and then I've also done this training on this website, or I have this training from back home, and I believe that is going to be a very good. It's going to really impact my organization. I really want to join you. Short, important, and just attach those files. Can you even attach my CV, maybe my workshop, certificate of my workshop? If you've done the IELTS, just add it. Can you find attach my IELTS as well? And then hoping in anticipation to hear from you. Something nice and precise as well. Just go straight to their point. Some people just write like a whole book. No employer is going to read that, because they have thousands of emails. Seriously, they have thousands of emails that they have to attend to, and you don't expect them to read a whole notebook from you. Yes, I believe that. Sometimes I see that most people really like the skills on how to approach people through the emails. Some people also write the whole message at the subject part, and then they leave just the body. Like, that is not done. If you do that, there is no way they are going to even
They're not
attend
going
to
to
your
see
mail.
that to read. Oh
Yes,
my
yes.
god.
It's something that I'm actually looking forward to tackling on my channel, how to really approach employers, because I've seen that from a lot of nurses back home. Even if you have, even if you are computer literate, it's even a plus for
Hmm.
you. Add it up. Or maybe I have certificates, let's say Microsoft Word, Access, and those things. They are equally good. They know that, oh, she's computer literate as well, because we are in Europe. Most of the things are done with the computers, we all know, on the internet. So you can equally add those things to what are you also offering that will actually make them accept you, over someone from overseas. So you have to really present yourself very well, and I believe that it will go well for you. Yeah. But the main thing is that don't just send one and just back out. Keep sending. And then keep doing follow up. Sometimes you don't even do follow up. You can equally do a follow up. And then when I sent her still a message and she didn't really respond, I had to send her two follow ups.
Oh, stop.
I had to send her two follow-ups, and that was important.
Stop.
Yes, and then she actually responded to my follow-up. Just a clue I'm actually bringing in. And it's true. That's true. It actually worked, because I know you are busy. I know you get a lot of emails too. The same with me. I sent her the email. She never responded. I sent a follow-up, and then she
That's
actually,
true.
it drew her attention. Those things are really important. Someone just sends an email and that's it. The person never sends a follow-up or never checks up. No, they are really busy. You have to send a follow up nicely. Let them know that you are really professional. About
Yeah.
how you go about your things. So, as I said, Irish jobs, LinkedIn, Indeed as well is equally good. Yeah, yeah.
So after you get the job, what's the next step?
So after you've landed the job,
Mm-hmm.
definitely, as I said earlier on, you have to go through the documentation and all that. The documentation are just like police report and all that, and that's it. When you're a nurse, after you've landed the job, the difference is that you have to now wait for your AWS, which will actually say that, oh, this person is actually coming to the country to undergo adaptation or RCSI. You have to wait for that before you can apply for a visa. But for
Mm-hmm.
that of the HCA, it's more simple. After you've landed yourself the offer and the contract and all that, they just apply for your work permit. Okay, for we nurses, we have to come and complete our exams before our work permit is being applied. But in your case, the case of ACA, you have to wait for your work permit to be applied before you also apply for your visa. So it's very simple like that. It's not stressful at all. Yeah. So I
Okay.
believe that if this opportunity is really, really opening out for overseas nurses, it will be very, very fast and all that. Yeah.
That's true. Okay, so after getting the visa and all, is it possible for one to move with their families and for people that have um husband, wife, children? Is it possible for them to move with them at the same time?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so in Ireland, when you have the critical skill work permit, okay, when you go to their immigration website, it's stated that with a critical skill permit, you can apply, immediately for your family. Yeah, even with that, usually they'll still tell you that they want 6 months bank statement. So definitely you still have to wait for like 6 months. Even if it's 3 months for the critical skill work permit, it works for you. But if you have a general work permit, which actually applies to the healthcare assistants, then you have to wait for a year before you can now apply for your family. So that's the difference. So you cannot come in with your family like the UK. No, it's not that. You have to work, make sure that you find your accommodation and all that. They are very particular about where you stay with your family. And we all know the recent housing crisis. I think it's everywhere, not just Ireland. So
Yeah,
they
it's
are very
everywhere. Even in
particular.
the
Yeah,
UK, it's
yeah, yeah.
everywhere.
I tell people it's everywhere, even in Ghana, even in Nigeria, it's everywhere. So they want to make sure they have accommodation and all that before, and then not just accommodation, but at least you've worked in the country for a year before you be eligible to now apply for your family. That's how it works. Yeah.
Oh, but that's not bad. So
Yeah.
let's talk about
I know. Very
no, because
important. I
most
know.
people will really want to know what's in for them
Yeah.
and if they'll be able to save to bring their family. Because if I'm in a country where my husband is back home or my family back home, the only thing in my mind is to work, save up and
Yeah.
bring them after the year or whenever I'm able to. But if I'm
Yeah.
working where I can't save, I can't, my money is nothing. It's
Yeah.
almost. So
Yeah.
tell us, what's
So when
the
it comes to those that have been in, I've spoken with them and all that. It depends on the hospital you are working with. Okay, but the range, and I don't know if your qualification, they actually consider your qualification, but I know that when it comes to Ireland, the only thing they are really concerned with is your years of experience. With that, I know that if there is any difference in your wage, it will definitely be years of experience because they respect
Mhm.
that a lot. So from those I've actually had interaction with, it's usually from 13 euros to 15. I think one lady that I even spoke with even said 15.50, 15.50 euros, which is very good. I would say that if you are taking this amount of money and you are not living in Ireland, like in Dublin, it will be very, very good for you. Yeah, but when you are staying out of Dublin, out of the city, maybe, some outskirts of Dublin, of Ireland, I'll say that that's equally going to help you. But however, those that are working in Dublin right now, I think more than 10 that I have contact with, most of them are taking between 13 to 15 euros.
What's the
Or
minimum wage in Ireland?
I think it should be like 13. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. They changed it recently. Yeah. I think
13.
13, 12. I'll check. I don't want to give any wrong information. I'll have to check that because they have that for I think it's in ages. I think the last time I checked, I'll have to check that for you before I don't make any
Yeah,
mistake.
that's fine. Just
Yeah.
check. That's okay. Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if it's like 13, 15 for,
I know I have a lady that takes 15.50 euros.
and can you are they able to work extra, like do extra jobs and all that?
Yes, yes, yes. So let me just, I have, since January 1st, the national minimum wage is 11.30.
Okay,
11.30.
that's still high to be honest. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
high.
yeah,
I
it's,
think
it's,
here in
it's
the
not,
UK
it's
it's
not bad
like
at all.
9 point something. But the pounds anyways is still,
Yeah, yeah. So that would be like, if it's 9, then it would be like 10 here,
yeah.
or maybe 10 point something. So that's
But it's
11.
still high. It's still
Yeah, it's
high.
still high. Yeah. Because being a healthcare assistant in Ireland, you're taking 15.50 is very good. Because she told me she's taking, and I won't be surprised if some people are taking 16. Because it depends on especially the private hospitals. I would say that they are very good when it comes to such cases. Yeah, yeah, equally good. But the issue, I would say, okay, I know the question will come about accommodation. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
that's it.
So we've talked about the money, and how about the cost of living? How is it
Well,
like? I know it depends on a lot of factors, but do
yeah.
you think somebody earning like 13, 15 can, if you are living outside of Dublin, do you think that person will be able to save up?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
definitely. If you're living outside of Dublin, let's say you're living in the northern aspect of the Midlands, then definitely you can. I know people are actually renting like in Donegal like this, let's say two-bedroom house for 1,004, 1,001. And if you're a single person, and this is actually for you, I tell people that I always encourage those who are single to go for the ACA jobs because when you come for when you come into Ireland as healthcare assistant, okay, and then let's say you have three family, three children, or a family of five and all, that's going to be difficult. However, you get a year to kind of save up and all that. So you're going to live by
Exactly.
yourself. So if you're living outside Dublin, which is a city, definitely you're going to get accommodation for like 600 euros, 500 euros. Usually that's a shared accommodation. Even in Dublin, some people get shared accommodation for 600 euros, which is not bad because they are here to, save up and also bring your family. So it's not about living luxury. So that is very important. When it comes to groceries, I'll say that European food is like, it's no, it's not an issue at all, because
Yeah, I feel like
yeah, yeah.
things are like
If you have
groceries
like
are
50
cheap
euros, yeah, if you have like 50 euros, you'll be able
a
to buy
month.
seriously a lot, unless you want to eat more of your local food, because the African shops are a bit expensive than the shop.
Expensive. I'm telling you, they are
Expensive,
very expensive. I
yeah,
think the best thing to
yeah.
do is to just mix it up.
Mix it up,
Sometimes
mix it
when
up.
only eat African food when you crave it that much, but if you
Thank you.
can, just
Thank
substitute it.
Yes. So like a whole chicken, like 4 euro and all that, So yeah, someone how I don't know, but like definitely 50 euros or let's say at most 70 should as a single person should. Sometimes I even buy things for like say 100 euros and I don't even go to the shop or the market for like a month or more. So when it comes to food, it's very okay. When it comes to electricity bill, I'll say, or let's say bills, I'll say that most of the rents, it's actually the bills are inculcated
Bills
in it. So
included.
included. Some they are not included. So if they are not included, it's not that bad. Let's say it might definitely be less than 100. It also depends on the season. If you're in the winter, it's a bit higher. If you're in the summer, it's much. It's good. It's not that as high as the winter. Yeah. Apart from that, what else? Transport is really good. The transport is the best because when you have a leap card and then let's say you're taking two buses and then you take let's say a one bus and then later I think you have like a 1 minute or I can't really remember to take the second bus for free. So even your leap card, all those things are the system is really working. So I'll say that the system is well designed to favor everyone. So if you are even taking two buses, you just get to pay for one, unless maybe you stay in town for let's say more than an hour, more than 30 minutes before you get to pay for the second bus. So that is equally really good. And then education, we all know that education is free for kids. They
So
are always
even when you
yeah,
come in with your healthcare assistant visa, education is still
everyone,
free.
everyone at all. Education is free for, especially the kids. I'll say that. Yeah, unless those. I think when it is the university, you have something to pay for. The university, I know you pay, but after senior high school, it's free. You just have to pay a few things like a bag, like uniform and all those things. And one thing I like about Ireland, or let's say Europe as a whole, is that they are always bringing out policies to help parents. That's one thing I love about them. Always giving students like bonuses and a whole lot. Once in a while, you hear parents are entitled to take this. Just this year alone, I'm like, oh wow, my kids, they should come because every time, every time they are giving out, things to parents. Oh, just to support them once in a while, which is very good. Apart from that, you also have the child benefits, which is equally important, for 140 euro per child. Whether you're an Irish or you're not an Irish, you are entitled to it. If you have
Wow.
twins, yeah, if you have twins, you get more than someone. I think twins is one and a half. Yeah, for each child. So if it's 140, I think twin will be 140 plus 70 for each child. More than five. So it goes on and on. Those things are also measures in place to equally help you. Help parents out, which I think is very, very, very good. When it comes to healthcare is not free, but it's free for kids up to 6 years. So I know that there are policies being put in place to actually put that up to 12 years. It's not out yet. That's what we've all heard, and we are hoping that that will also come out just to support children or let's say parents as well. Yeah,
Mhm.
and then they have different policies that equally social welfare benefits that equally supports families as well. So it's very good. Ireland is a very beautiful country, very supportive. And then I'll say that there are some few things that is a bit not pleasing, but even from where we come from, we don't even get these privileges. So
Of
it's not going to
course.
be 100%. It's not going to be 100%. One thing that I'll equally like to add before I forget is that when you are approaching, when you finally get an offer, okay, or a contract, finally get a contract, just try and just ask them about accommodation. If they are willing to at least support you, let's say 1 month or you settle in and all that, unless you are financially stable and you can really do it, then fine, that is good. They can equally come around because accommodation is a bit stressful here. If I'll say it's a bit stressful, if you have the opportunity to stay out of Dublin, I'll say go for it. Even if you even get a job in Dublin, you can equally stay, let's say in Drogheda, some nearby towns that can equally support you. It'd be a bit less than Dublin, even though now it's more like the whole country, but definitely still a bit less
Yeah, the capital
than
definitely
yeah,
be
the
high.
capital, yeah. Yeah. So that's it. That's it. I hope I did justice to
Yeah,
it.
you did. So how long do you think the whole process? People are already asking. Can you see the questions?
I don't think so. No, I haven't.
What?
I can only see Adama say said hello. That was it. And then
And you can't see any question anymore.
let's
Oh,
see. Let
okay.
me go online from here.
So we've been having questions. So guys, we'll start taking questions. If you have any questions, start dropping them. I will start reading the questions for her so she can answer.
Yeah.
So the first question, I think we've answered this one. Can people from Sierra Leone apply?
Yeah, it's for everywhere. You just have to give it a shot. I would say they are not really stated that this country can apply, this country cannot apply. I think currently most of the agencies are actually are not actually up. We all know the red list issue. However, I tell people, just the red list issue has been there since I even came into
Yeah.
Ireland. However, people are still getting landing jobs in the UK and still in Ireland. So go for it. Yeah, just have a tough skin and then go for it.
I know, right? So someone is asking, what of one who is a nurse? Can they use this route?
Yeah. I think those that I spoke about, I think almost all of them came. They are all nurses. Okay, so the good thing about this is that even when you come in or you can land a job, let them know. Okay, when I come in, I'd like to register with NMBI, which is the Nurse Administration Board of Ireland. I'd like to register with them, and then after that, I can either do my adaptation on my RCSI, and then I can work in your organization or your hospital. I think that's also a plus for you if you're a nurse, because most of my friends that came here recently, they've all applied for their decision letter, and then they are waiting to write their aptitude test or do their adaptation, which is very good. And some of the hospitals are even willing to let people come in if you're a nurse, but you have to pay. There are some conditions, just to make sure that you stay with the same hospital and then you don't change hospitals. So it's a good thing. If anybody, if I don't know if you have people online currently that have actually applied for their decision letter. I think there is one hospital, maybe Bloomfield. I think you can actually apply to them and tell them, maybe I'm a nurse, I have a decision letter, I'm willing to come in as a
As
healthcare
a
assistant.
healthcare assistant,
Then if you
yes,
have any
please.
any condition, and I know that they'll definitely explain that to you. If you think it works out for you, why not? Just go for it. Yeah.
I think it's best because at the end of the day, you don't need IELTS to move. So if
Yeah,
especially
that's
for
that's the
nurses
best.
that have been struggling to get the 777,
Yeah,
instead of
yeah,
you staying back in Africa writing and writing and writing, why not just use this route? Because I remember when this healthcare assistant route started in
yeah,
UK, most people that were nurses were being discouraged. Why would you go for HCA when you can come as a nurse? Blah blah
yeah,
blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, after 1 year of the whole HCA thing, the NMC UK now brought on a new English language requirement that if you have been a HCA in the
yeah,
UK for 1 year, you can now register with that IELTS. So at the end of the day, it now
yeah,
favor the nurses that have been here trying to pass the IELTS. They
yeah,
didn't need to get it again. So at the end of the day, you are back in Africa earning little, or some of them are not even working because there are no jobs or the pay is just too bad for them to go to work. Why not just use the opportunity to go to Ireland as a healthcare assistant? Then from there, you just make your way to become a registered nurse. So I think for me, it's a win-win, to be fair.
yeah. It is.
So someone is asking, do you need to register for any board in Ireland? I don't think
So with the board, I just mentioned that is the Nurse Seminary Board of Ireland. We all know. I know we are not doing that of the nurses here today because the
no,
she
we
has
are
already
for
done that.
healthcare.
Yeah. So with the
So there's no
healthcare,
board.
no. There is
There's
no
no
board that you
board
have
for
to register
healthcare.
with. After you've been here and then you want to pursue to be a nurse, like a nurse in Ireland, then you can now apply to the
Apply.
board. Yeah, so you can actually check my YouTube channel, Nurse Momo One. I have all the videos for that over there, and many other videos, even including the healthcare assistants. I think there is one thing that I just left out, which is the QQI. That is the registration. So this is a training that you are required to undergo. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you're a nurse, most employers might actually ask you to not to do this. They might, because you have a health background, they will actually ask you to come in. Okay. Then per the law here, after you are done with, let's say, 1 year, and then you are going to apply for a new um work permit, then you'll be required to undergo the QQI training. Okay, I actually sent a couple of emails to these institutions just to ask them if one can take this training from their home country. They stated that they cannot do that, but you have to come into Ireland because you have to get what we call the PPS number. That's our tax number before you
Okay.
can undergo the training. That's the part that's not really favoring us from overseas. If only the training could have done online, then it would have really been a very good thing. That's what I think is the stumbling block right now. Because if you're able to do the training from back home, that is what most of the hospitals really require, that's the QQI. However, if you have the health background, you might be spared from writing that. Then later you'll be asked to write that. And also, regarding that, there is one good news about that, because now we have an organization called the Migrant Nurses of Ireland. They actually they stand in for all the migrant nurses here, and then they have actually worked towards talking to the government and the immigration service and all that, telling them that these people coming in, let's say someone who has a degree certificate or a diploma certificate, does not have to do the QQI, because the QQI is a bit lower than the diploma and then the degree. And I think there's a good news that that thing have kind of been scraped up. Scrape up. I'm not good. Don't quote me on it. Maybe I know they're actually working on it. So it's another good thing that has also come up. So if you're a nurse, it gives you a better option. For you
Yeah.
not to do that training. But if you don't have it, you can equally let them know that you are
That you
willing
don't
to
have it.
undergo the QQI training, when you come into Ireland. So sorry guys, I just had to add this up. It's very important.
No, it's very important for them to know as well. So does the employer pay for the visa application fees?
So with the visa application fee, I will say that most of when it comes to nurses, we have a lot of privileges. Usually they like to apply and pay for those things. But when it comes to healthcare assistants, I know that most of the times you have to do that yourself. And yes, that's I have to be truthful here. You have to do that. Some employers will tell you, yeah, we'll pay for you, but it differs. Okay, you might be lucky and find yourself an employer willing to pay for that. Some people wouldn't want to pay for that. Yeah.
Okay. Someone is like, what of if they don't have bank accounts? I don't know. Azan, please. The question, I'm confused. What bank account? Is there age limit to work in Ireland?
Age limit.
Yeah.
I think unless maybe your age is always already at the pension level, which I think is 60, 65 or 67. Apart from that, they are not actually concerned about that, because I have people 50 something years, they are still working with us and all that. So I don't think they're going to turn you down because of your age limit. Yeah, because of
Okay.
the age, I
There's
don't
no.
think so.
Okay. What's the best slash closest job a clinical officer or physician assistant can try applying at for Ireland?
Okay, so when it comes to physician assistant, I haven't had. I've actually asked around, and then we don't have anything for them. But when it comes to doctors, I know there is something like that, which is a video that I'm actually going to release soon. That's for I'm actually going to release a video for allied health science technicians and all that, and also that's for the doctors as well. So you can subscribe when I release that video. You can equally benefit from it. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, subscribe to her YouTube channel, Nurse Momo, okay, for more information. If you check my page also, I'll tag her so that you can see to just
Yeah.
click and follow her. So, what about a nursing student that wants to continue schooling there, but the experience of healthcare assistant? How possible is that?
So if you're a student from your home country, you want to come here into further education, I'll
Mm-hmm.
say definitely then you have to complete your school, unless maybe you want to forfeit that. But if let's say you want to come through education, you then have to definitely apply to the schools over here in Ireland, and then submit your transcript and all that, and then you have to, from those I spoke with, you have to make at least 50% of the fees. You have to make payments of that, and then you also have to provide some proof of funds in your account and all that, to show that you can, provide for yourself, and for yourself, and also, take care of yourself when it comes to accommodation and all that. Before then, you can apply for your visa. It's not. I think the education route is a bit okay, but just that you should be financially stable, because it involves a lot. I have to be truthful to people. It involves a lot, but you should be financially stable. But when you come in as a student, you can equally work as a healthcare assistant, which is very good. So that's a very good route. If you are coming into Ireland to work as for schooling, okay, studies as in the nursing department, then you can apply for healthcare assistant jobs, because we have lots of healthcare assistants here that are actually in the in the university as well. Yeah.
Mm. I think you've answered this question. As a nurse, the one still needs the QQI courses. So she's answered it already, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So some employers will still ask you to do it, but if you have a degree, background, and diploma, they'll just ask you to come in. But for you to renew your work permit after a year, you are required to have the QQI training, which I'm saying that the organization is actually working on it to make sure that that is actually taken out. Yeah.
How long does the process take?
For the process, I'll say that immediately you're able to land yourself a job. That's the most important thing. If you're able to land yourself a job, then the process, I don't think, might even take up to 4 months, because with the visa stage, it's even staged at 4 to 8 weeks. So, like, most of the paperwork is not really much. They just have to apply for your work permit, which is usually, I know, 4 weeks for you to get your work permit. Some people even get it like in 2 weeks. Okay, a lady that had hers applied, I think had it in 2 weeks. Mine was in 2 weeks. So at least, let's say at most maybe 4 months or 5 months, you should be able to be done with the process. Yeah,
Can you hear me? Okay, that's
yeah, I
fine.
can.
Thank you. Someone's asking, does the person need a bank account when applying? I don't think you have
Yeah.
you mentioned anything about bank
Are
account.
you applying? Actually, for the visa stage, you have to add those things. But applying for a CV, you don't have to add your bank accounts.
Okay.
You don't have to add your bank statement. No.
All right. So, because most people don't have banks as they don't work. So, most people do not have bank accounts as they don't work. Okay. So, for the visa, you need it, right?
Yeah, for the visa, yes.
Do
Visa is
you,
very.
is there a particular amount you need to have in your account?
For that, I haven't seen that on their website, that you
Okay.
need this particular amount of money. I know for other employments, but in the aspect of health, sometimes if you have this work permit and all that, it's good. But just to show that you have a running account, if I'll say that, and definitely you can't go and present an account with, let's say, zero, cash in it. That is not good. At least you have something, and you also show that your account is running. Every month you take something, and then that's very important. Yes.
Okay. Can a person with O-level certificate apply for healthcare assistance?
Yeah, why
Hey,
not?
Shakira, you came very late. You need to rewatch this video. Okay, what is it like working as a nurse in Ireland? And did you find it hard at first when you moved? We are not even talking
Okay.
about nursing here.
This,
We are
this
talking
person
about
has to go to my channel and
we are
check
talking
my
about
video on
healthcare
my.
assistants. But if you can say one or two, that would be
Oh, why
fine.
not? Why not? Okay, I think coming into Ireland, I was very nervous, because obviously I'm from Ghana, and then you're coming into Europe to work as a nurse. So definitely you'll be anxious. You'll be asking yourself, can I do this? How is the work environment going to be like? But
Mm-hmm.
hey, I came in. It was a bit challenging from the beginning, because I think I was at the acute setting, and then later I moved to the chronic setting in the psychiatric unit. So I came, and then I was placed at the acute setting. It was a quite challenging, but you have to be very. I think I will not just say tough skin. That not just that, but you should know what you really want, and then you should be ready to learn. To learn to unlearn some things, and then if you don't know anything, just be confident of yourself. Ask what you don't know. Give it all. For me, I really enjoy working in Ireland. I've met amazing people. I've met sort of supportive people. My preceptors that I had to work with or work under, they were so loving. They're like more than sisters, supported me all the way through, and that was very, very important for me. So I'll say, so far so good. It's not every day hasn't been a good day, but it's worth it. I'll say that it's very much worth it. I enjoy working here, and the racism is not that bad, if I'll say. Irish people are very accommodating and very good. Yeah, yeah, I love it here. I love it here. Sometimes yeah, English is. I know I talk very fast, but like when they talk, I'm like,
And you know
wow,
that's what they always say.
okay.
Even here in the UK, they always say, You talk too fast. And in my mind, I'm like, do you know how you are done?
Yeah.
You're done. And you know the funny thing, when I went to Northern Ireland, their accent was just, I
It's
was just
crazy.
like,
Yeah, yeah,
please, I can't
yeah,
hear a
yeah.
thing.
I have lots of them in my at this place, and yeah. But I love Irish people. They are very, 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 very accommodating. It's a very good place for the family. It's a very good place for the family. I'm actually going to release a video very soon about Ghanaian Fun Day in Ireland today. Maybe definitely today. They can kind of hear some advice from our Irishness. It's very good.
Oh, that
Yeah,
would be good.
yeah.
Guys, please hit the like button, please.
Very
Okay, more
important. Red flag.
questions. So I'm asking for a friend. Can an international student who came to study law change his or her course of study to nursing after 1 year?
I will not really give much info about something I'm not really sure about. But if I don't know how it really works, you can always talk to people, maybe your educational, the board, and ask them if it's possible. I'm sure they might advise you on that. Because guys, I have to be truthful to you. I'll say things that I know and things that I don't know. With that, I'm not too sure about that. Yeah,
Okay, so for me, because she
yeah,
didn't
you can
even really
add that.
state which
Yeah,
country, so let me
agree.
talk on behalf of the UK. I'm not sure of
Yeah,
Ireland, but in the UK,
it's Europe, so I think maybe yeah,
I've just dropped a video on this. A friend of mine changed from political science to nursing for just two
that's
years.
good.
So if the person is interested, you can check my YouTube channel, Nostereo. You'll see the video. It's the last video I posted.
That's
But
good.
there's something called pre-registration adult nursing MSc. So if you already have a BSc, so for this case, the person has a came to study law. Okay, so this is a bit different. But I
Yeah,
think you
no,
should be able to switch your course if you
yeah,
don't have any degree at all. You should be able to switch to 3 year
okay,
nursing program. But then it will depend on your school, if your school is willing to transfer your transcript to the new school, or if the school you currently are, if they have nursing as well, it should be easier. But if they don't have nursing,
yeah,
that's when it will be a bit difficult, because then you need to apply for a new visa because you are switching schools. So that would
yeah.
be a bit dicey if you need to apply for a new visa. But if it's the same school, I think it should be a bit easier. But then check with your school, check with your immigration lawyer to be 100% sure, because you have to make sure that your visa will allow you to switch like that. Someone is asking, did you experience culture shock? I feel like everybody did. There's no way.
Everybody did. Everybody did. Yeah, definitely. Like it's. I'm from Ghana, so good. The language is there, dressing, food, everything is there. Like I quite remember they actually during the Christmas and they came. They brought us like a food, a list of food. They were like turkey, and I'm like, oh Lord, I'm going to go for the turkey. And then they brought like turkey. I'm like, what is this? Is that turkey? I was thinking about seeing the big wings. So every for the culture thing is there. Like it's not going to be home. Everything is different.
Yeah.
So yes, but you still have to adapt, and then learn it because you've made your mind to be here. So yes, I did, but I still enjoyed it, and then I think I'm very dynamic. So yeah.
Yeah. Any chance of caregiver getting a job there? Oh my God, what do you think we've been talking about? Tell me. Did you come late? Ah, my
Your
love.
person actually came late.
You
Yeah,
came late because that's what we are talking about.
talking
We've
about
talked about
yeah,
everything. So please kindly rewatch
yeah,
the video. What's happening? Why is it switching off and coming back?
yeah.
Okay, so can a person with a Malawian diploma in nursing be allowed to apply?
Yes,
Yes,
why
any
not?
country,
Yeah,
my love,
any country.
any country. Okay. Does the person need a CV?
Definitely yes.
You need a
So
CV.
yeah.
I don't know.
Uh,
Do Ireland has track jobs?
Yes, yes. I know they have
So
the bus jobs and all that, and the buses, and they pay very good rates, very good rates. So I think maybe next time we can do a different session about maybe some jobs that people can apply. I'm actually looking at that myself, so we'll try and work
yeah,
out that. So
just hit me up if
yeah,
you want us to do one. That's
yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, guys. Do you still have more questions? Are you at work or you're at home?
I'm at work.
You're at work.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So
I'm done.
last few.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with my shift. So from here, I'm just really going home. So
Yeah,
if you have
but
any
still,
questions, that's fine.
it's somehow to
Yeah.
keep you. Okay, guys, let us know if you have more questions. We'll be rounding up very, very soon because she just closed from work. Guys, please tell her thank you. And please go and subscribe to our channel.
I've
Please,
actually
I
left
beg.
the link to my channel over there. I'll just
Yeah,
say,
if you send it to me, I'll post it.
I
Please
think I've even
subscribe
added
to
it
our
at
channel
the
as
comment
well.
section.
Because it's
Yeah.
not easy for someone to finish 12-hour shift and come here to give you
Yeah.
information that will help you. Okay, so please show her love by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Is a decision English? Is a decision letter still necessary for a nurse who wants to use the HCA route?
No, you don't need your decision letter. You just need your CVI. However, you can mention to them that you have your decision letter. Still send it when you are applying to the hospitals. Let them know I have my decision letter. I can work as a nurse. If you can take me as healthcare assistant, then when I come in, maybe I can now undergo my adaptation and all that. You can. It's actually a plus for you because you have your letter. The hospital I mentioned, that's Bloomfield. I know they actually want such nurses. Those who are on the way to apply to the Nurse Administry Board of Ireland, and or also have or maybe have plans of doing that, or they already have their decision letter. I know they are actually considering such people. So you never know. Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. Yeah.
Okay. Does the person need IELTS exams? We've talked about it.
No,
No,
you
you
don't.
don't, my love. You don't. A healthcare assistant who also has a degree in midwifery. Can I come as a care assistant and later practice as a midwife? Yes, you can. Please, do I need to notarize my documents before applying for jobs?
No, you don't have to notarize any document. The only document you have to notarize is when you're doing your NABI registration. That's when you have to notarize your documents. So if you check my channel, I have a list of relevant. I've saved relevant document to apply or to use for your NABI registration, and I also have like step by step process. When you go online, what to do and all that. I have all that on my channel. So for those looking at applying to the Next Administrative Report of Ireland, that process is all there just to guide you as well. Yes. And I also run a mentoring program as well. So if you want me to still take you through after showing you all that video, and you still want me to go through all your documents, still then you have to pay for that. Apart
It's
from
not,
that,
of course, now
I made
time, now
everything
money.
free. Yeah. It's very important now, my
Of
sister.
course. Do they use same CV format as the UK? The
The
CV
same
format.
CV format. I don't know any specific format when it comes to Ireland, because Ireland we have different formats. So for us, it's very I'll say very detailed and simple, and very professional. We'll take it because the CV format I use is different from what someone uses. I don't know if UK you guys have like a same CV format.
We
I'm
have,
not
oh,
sure.
but I
Oh,
don't. We
really?
have a particular CV format, to be honest. So
Because
yeah,
I know when it comes to Ireland, most of the agencies before I came in, I actually got in touch with different agencies, and then you get different CV formats from different agencies. So I'll say I can boldly say that we don't have a CV format when it comes to Ireland because every most of the agencies have their own format. Some hospitals also have their own formats, but at least you can use a format that at least you can have a little bit about your personal details, which I'll say don't write much, don't say much, something simple. Then talk about your education background, talk about your employment background, talk about some skills that you have, talk about some workshop that you've done. If you have any other thing that you think will be relevant, put that in and then go for it. I don't think cover letter is even important. I know some people really go for it, but it's not really important. Seriously, they don't even look at it. Make it as simple as you can, and then yeah,
yeah. I feel like, to be fair, I feel like with the way UK and Ireland is, they would definitely accept a UK CV format.
yeah,
Okay, so
yeah,
if
yeah.
you don't have anyone, use the
You
UK
use the
format.
UK,
It
yeah,
should be fine as long as you have the
should be
most
fine.
important details there. That should
Yeah,
be fine.
yeah.
Okay, Nostia, watch all your videos and you travel a lot. How does it feel like to experience different culture? It feels good. I won't go into details here about that. Okay, let's not divert from it. You can ask me anytime. I'm always on live on Facebook, so you can ask me anytime there. Okay. England and Ireland is the same if you are on the Belfast side. So this is Republic of Ireland because
It's
Belfast
the
is
Republic of
Northern
Ireland.
Ireland, so it's
Yeah,
quite different.
it's different.
Thank you so much, Nos Mumu and Deyo, for your kind response. You're welcome, Edney. Okay, guys. Final words. I don't think there are any more questions coming in right now, my love.
Okay,
What's your
final
final
word.
word for anyone trying to move to Ireland, especially those that don't have any experience and all that? Just wrap.
I know that's important. It says for someone who doesn't really have experience. The only thing I can tell people that yeah, the career of your own journey. Don't give up. Nothing comes on a silver platter. I always tell people nothing good comes easy. Sometimes you get at a point in your life that you think that, oh, I'm done for. Why would I pursue this and all that? Someone that I really came to Ireland, and I know a lot of people actually got to me that like, oh, we are surprised that you actually went for this opportunity, because they'll be like, oh, you're married, you have kids, what are you going to do over there? Maybe you're doing a little bit okay from your home country, but I tell people you have to keep challenging yourself, you have to keep pushing for it. No one is going to do it for you. You have to do it yourself, and then you have to be strong. Especially my women, try to stand up for yourself. I'm not saying that you should try to support your husband or anything. Respect them because they are very important in our homes, but try to do something for yourself. Yes, I just love to see the girl power, the woman power, like trying to do things for ourselves and not for other people. And to our men, also, please kindly try to push your wife or your girlfriend, anybody at all. You can see that my husband actually came online. Like, that is him, always trying to
Oh,
support
is
me,
that
always
your
trying to,
husband?
yeah, yeah, always
Oh
trying to support me,
my
always trying to move me and all that. Like, we should be really, we should very pivotal in the lives of our wives and all that. Try to move forward and all that. And then please, if you're actually looking, most importantly, if you're looking to come to Ireland as a healthcare assistant, I'll just say that keep pushing, keep sending your CV, don't back out. If you send 10, it doesn't mean that you should back out. Send 100, because some people even send 400 before they have one response. So keep pushing, and I hope to see you all soon in Ireland.
Thank you so much. You've really made it up. I think maybe one day you can host me again. Anyone? I think I've been on your channel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even on my channel, I have one video. Yeah, it's about New Zealand. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have one. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So,
guys. Thank you so much for joining our session. I hope you've learned one or two. Please make sure to share this video as well so that people can get this information. Okay.
any
Who
question?
is I don't know. Somebody's asking today, or you are doing a remarkable deed by educating people on how to get necessary information pertaining to studies, career option, and availability. The thing is, and it's just some are here to basically show off and to take advantage of the system. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you very much. All right, Nos Momo. I have to say goodbye now.
You have to say goodbye. You have to say goodbye. Someone says a brief summary. Really? I think you have to
Someone
watch
say
the whole
what?
video.
I
A
like
brief
going somewhere.
summary.
Oh, it's gonna be still expensive, anyways.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So guys, I think you should actually watch this video again, just to, if you want to. I'm not going to give you everything again. Fred, you already said everything. So let's see. What do you think? Do we still have to give a brief summary?
If you're free, me, I'm here. If you want to give a brief recap, it's fine. I'm happy for anything you want to do, honestly.
Okay, okay, Mariam. Just because Nazio said yes, I'll do that for you.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I'll just do a very brief, a very short one. Okay. So first and foremost, we spoke about the English proficiency test when it comes to healthcare assistant jobs in Ireland, and then I
Mm-hmm.
stated that you don't need it. It's not like the UK that you need the English proficiency test. So you don't need the IELTS, you don't need the OET when it comes to the healthcare assistant jobs in Ireland. You don't need it. Secondly, I spoke about you now going online to search for jobs. Okay, so you have to send your CVs, and then in addition to that, you have to do some trainings. Which I believe when you watch this video, you're going to know that the trainings that I actually mentioned, you have to do those basic trainings and also add it to your CV and any other certificates that you have, and then present it to them. And then when you're actually approaching the employers, I spoke about writing a very precise and relevant email, okay, to the employer, so that at least it will show that you're very professional at what you do. And then
Mm-hmm.
when you actually send this CVs, it doesn't mean that when you just send one, that is it. No, you have to keep sending, okay, keep reaching out to employers. And then when you finally land yourself an opportunity to be granted an interview, don't take it lightly. Don't say that, oh, because it's just ACA job, I'll just sit home and do nothing. Prepare for it. Just like you having a job, nursing role interview. Prepare for it and make sure that you actually conquer it. When you're done with all that, there are some few documentations that you have to do, like police check and all that. Your work permit is going to be applied by your employer in Ireland. And then when
Mm-hmm.
you're done with that, then you can now go ahead to apply for your CV. So it works like that. When it comes to trainings, if you don't have any healthcare backgrounds, you are required to do what we call the QQI in Ireland. So you cannot do the training from your home country. It has to be in Ireland. Okay. But just that most of the institutions that offer these trainings do not offer it back home. Okay. But let your employer know that you are willing to undergo this training in Ireland. If you have any healthcare certificate, let's say a diploma certificate or a degree certificate, it gives you a higher chance to be employed without doing this QQI training. Okay, when you're done with all that, then you get to let's say, come into Ireland to practice. And I also mentioned accommodation being an issue. So I told people that after you've actually landed the job, try to ask if your employer is willing to offer you accommodation, because I believe it's very important. Okay, so just give it a shot. If you can afford it, then no need to actually go for it, because some people be like, it's just by God's grace for me to land this job. I'm not going to ask for accommodation now. Let me just come, you know.
No, but I
So
feel it's your right, especially your
yeah,
first
it's your
few
right. Like at
weeks.
least it
Yeah,
will
it's
help
your
you
right.
kind of settle in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will help you settle in first. So, and then I know people will be asking, is it really true that people are being actually in Ireland are healthcare assistant? Yes. I actually know 10. I know there are more people. Yeah, I actually know about 10. Yesterday, we had family fun day. We had about 5 people coming in, and it's really good. So it's just about sending it.
Right,
Keep on,
coming in from
yeah,
Ghana.
coming from Ghana. Yeah, from Ghana. I know there are other people from Zimbabwe, Nigeria, and there's also this this hospital. I think it's an agency. They have a unit. It's called Noah Health Service. I think Noah. The last time I spoke with one of their personnel said they hired over 100 healthcare assistants over from Africa. Wow, I think now they are not really employing. However, I still tell people to send in their CV. That's NUA, Noah Health. So they can equally reach out to them. Maybe they can even have you, in their data, and then maybe in the future, we all don't know, maybe next year or the end of this year, they can equally reach out to you. So I'll just tell people, reach out to Noah, or let's say Bloomfield, reach out to other agencies as well, like CPL, Seven Source, RecruitNet, reach out to those agencies
Agencies.
as well. It's really important. Even if they didn't have your CV in their system, it's good, because, and then when there's an opportunity, they now reach out to those who have already sent um, their CVs. So it gives you a plus, So they'll tell you, thank you, we are not employing right now. However, sorry, someone actually called me.
That's
So
fine.
yeah, so just tell them and just try to, as I said, just send your CV and all that. Yes, I think basically that's what we spoke about. Then we spoke about the rate. I said the rate is usually from 13 to let's say 16. I'll just say 16. It might go higher, but usually from 18 going is for nurses. Okay, for nurses it's usually from 16, depending on your years of experience. However, your employer can equally increase your rates if you have lots of experience. Because when it comes to Ireland, it's not like the UK, it's not like what NSU is. We actually respect lots of experience.
Ah, 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 ah. You want to just shake all of us? You just want to
I
just.
want to just laugh at you guys. UK does not respect experience at all,
Anyway,
but when it
it's
comes
true.
to
That's one
Ireland,
thing I like about
yeah,
Ireland. They
Ireland,
respect your
yeah,
experience.
you respect that a lot. Especially my nurses. If you have 15 years of experience, you have 10 years of experience. What are you going to do in the UK? Just come to Ireland, please. What are you going to do there?
But honestly, it's true. I always advise people, if
Yeah,
you have an option, go for Ireland, because at the end of the day, even getting your passport is easier.
yeah.
Yeah, I have to wait for like 6 years to get my passport, but I don't. I think there is like how many years? 4 years or three?
So with the, I think we didn't even talk about benefits, but that's fine. So I think I just kind of add that in when it comes to some of the benefits. I know in Ireland you get. I mentioned some benefits. I know when it comes to free education, child benefits, and some social welfare benefits as well. And then you also get to apply for your stamp four, okay, which is like penal stay after
Permanent
2 years
residence.
of working in Ireland. And then after 5 years or 60 months, you're eligible to also apply for citizenship. Okay. And when you have citizenship, there are a lot of things that you get to enjoy.
Hey,
You get to travel to over 150 countries, girl. Like
everywhere
it's really
without visa.
yeah. So no, it's heavy. The Irish
The
passport is very
passport,
heavy.
yeah.
The
Here we
passport is
have
heavy.
to wait for
So,
5 years before we get our permanent residency, and then we have to wait for another 1 year before we can get the visa passport.
wow,
So
wow. So ours is 5 years, and then you get to apply as well. It's not easy though. Things when it comes to Ireland, it's a bit slow, especially for the nurses. But I tell people, please don't back out. When I was home, I was not eating. I was really depressed. But so I come here, I don't even remember all those things. When
it's
you receive
true.
the cash, when you receive the euros and all that, you don't even remember anything at all. And at least
Hey,
you
we
take
didn't
care
even
of your
talk
family.
about the tax. We didn't talk about it, which is very important. After the
Oh yeah, yeah,
salary,
yeah, yeah, yeah. The tax. You see that
how is
they
the
try
tax?
to
Because
keep it
here it's
here.
like 20%, depending on how much you earn. Anyway, we have 20% tax
Yeah.
bracket. We have forty
So when
percent.
it comes to the tax in Ireland, any amount that you take to 40,000 euros per year, you pay 20% on that. I have a video about taxation in Ireland, so they can actually check that as well. So anything above 40,000 per year is at 40%. Yeah. But there are some other things that when you have, it helps to reduce your tax. They can check all of that on my channel as well, so that will actually help you. And when it comes to mortgage, there is one thing about mortgage here that it's been was actually a policy that was actually implemented, I think last 2 years or last year. They helped me buy a house. I have a video on mortgage in Ireland, and my host was very good. He actually broke it down very well. Okay, so you are entitled up to, I think, from 15,000 euros to 30,000 euros, depending on the amount of tax that you paid in Ireland, to help you secure a house, which is very, very good because you have to do a 10% down payment. Okay, but when you are able to, let's say maybe within the 2 years, you've actually paid, let's say, tax of, let's say, 40,000 euros, the government gives you 30,000 to help you buy your house. So all those policies are in there equally to help citizens as well, not just citizens, but anybody living in Ireland. Yeah,
No, but that's really good though. Really,
yeah,
that's good.
yeah,
Okay, guys, we finally come to the end. Please subscribe to
yeah.
Nos Momo's channel as well so that you can get more information on Ireland. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you. We'll try and be doing more of this.
We should, yeah, we should.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, guys, bye.
Okay,
I'll
bye.
chat to you
Thank you,
now. Thank
guys.
you.